So hi guys, I welcome you again to my YouTube channel GN Science Solution. So in today's video we're gonna do part 6 of the chapter Cell. Before we start the video, guys, go subscribe my channel and also on the notification bell so that you can be aware when I post the video. Share it with your friends and like the video if you like the way I teach. You can comment below or DM me on Instagram for your doubts. Also, I have extra notes available with me. If you want to get it, just DM me on my Instagram ID mentioned below. Those who have not seen other parts of the video, go first see that the link given in the description box. So now let's start the video. So hi guys, as you all know, in today's video we're gonna start part 6 of our chapter, that is cell. Okay, so in today's video we have the topic plant and animal cell. I will tell you what's the parts similar in them, then we will discuss about the parts also in details. Okay, what the parts they have in common. And as you know, in our human beings we have animal cell, and in plants we have plant cell. Okay, as human beings and animals have almost same cells, same features, just they have four leg, we have two legs. Okay, they can just they have voice, but they have different type of voice, we have different type of voice. So many of the features we have common with the animals and with the birds also. So cell of human beings, animals, and birds are named as animal cell. And plants does not contain of blood, does not need food like we need from others. They don't eat, they don't have mouth and everything, so they have different type of cells, they have different from each other, so they are plant cell. Every cell is named as a different name. Also every cell has different names of them. Animal cells are also specified into many of the cells, which we will discuss afterwards, not now. And then we have plant cell also. Plant cells also have different type of cells, but the topic is today's plant and animal cell. What's the common in them and what's the difference in them, and what generalized, I told you generalized cell contains of four parts, that is cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell organelles. Let's see, is plant and animal cell generalized cell or what? So let's see. Let me tell you, this yellow one, this god, sorry guys, sorry, actually I am doing screen recording and these are slides, so it happens sometimes, I'm really sorry. This yellow cell is animal cell and this is plant cell. Okay, so let's see, is both the cells generalized cell or not. So first was the main part was the cell membrane. So see, both of the plants have cell membrane or not? They have, so they are generalized cell. Nucleus, yes, they both have nucleus. Cytoplasm, yes, they both have cytoplasms. They have cell organelles, yes, they both have cell organelles. You can see black dots in the plant cell and black organisms or dots in the animal cell. So they contain of cell organelles too. Cell organelles have different types, different names on performing different function. So we will discuss about them later. Let me tell you, these are generalized cell. Both plant and animal cells are generalized cell. And see what plant cell and animal cell difference is. Okay, see, first of all, cell membrane is present in both, so it is not any difference. Cell wall you can see, because plant cell has cell wall, but the sorry again, sorry, what happened now? Okay, sorry, I'm really sorry, there is some disturbance, but I have to manage. Okay, so you can see is cell wall is present in only in plant cell. Animal cell does not contain cell wall. Okay, because cell wall is non-living. If we have cell wall, it does not matter. If we have or we don't have, it does not matter. Okay, so cell wall. Then centrosome is a cell organelle. Cell organs, like we have human beings have different organs: hearts, intestine, lymph, sorry, not lymph, intestine, stomach, liver, kidneys. We have organs, right? These organs are named after different names. The same cell also have organs and they have different names. Okay, centrosome only present in animal cell, not in plant cell. Golgi apparatus present only in plant cell, oh sorry, animal cell. Nucleus present in both. Nucleolus is nucleus part, so present in both. Nucleoplasm also part of nucleus, present in both. Chromatin fibers present in both because it is also a part of nucleus. Cytoplasm present in both. Mitochondria is also a cell organelle, present in both. Then we have vacuole. You know what is vacuole? Vacuole is a space which store food of the cell. Okay, so it is a blank space, you can say. Okay, it is non-living also. So chloroplast. And one thing more about vacuole. Vacuole is small in animal cell and large in plant cell. Animal cell sometimes have the vacuole or sometimes does not have the vacuole, but plant cell have it for sure. And the chloroplast is also a cell organelle, present only in plant cell. We will discuss about it in the detail very soon. So next, let's see parts of cell which are living and which are non-living. Okay, then we have living parts. Cell membrane. Living plant parts of the cell wall. Non-living parts of the plant is cell wall, and it is cell wall is only present in the plant cell. Cell membrane is the living part. And then in the cytoplasm we gonna know what is the living and what is non-living. Living is endoplasmic reticulum, cell organelle. Mitochondria is also cell organelle, present and present in the cytoplasm and living also. Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also living and present in cytoplasm. Ribosome also present in cytoplasm and is living. Lysosomes also present in cytoplasm and living. Centrosome present only in animal cell. Centrosomes are only present in animal cells and present in cytoplasm of the animal cell and are also living. Plastids are living but only present in plant cell and they are living. Then we have what we have in the cytoplasm that is non-living, that is granules, small dots, you can say small vacuoles. We are known as granules, vacuoles, big vacuoles. Okay, and fat droplets where the fat is deposited. In the nucleus, what we have living and what we have non-living. Nucleus is a nuclear membrane, okay, that is living. Nucleoli, chromatin fibers, these are present in nucleus, the parts of nucleus it is, and it is living. Nucleoplasm is the fluid present in nucleus and it is non-living. We will talk about this organs or these parts of the nucleus and cytoplasm, cell organelles, everything in later. So let's now talk about what is cell wall or cell membrane. Okay, next topic of today is cell membrane or cell wall. What is cell wall and cell membrane? Okay, and don't worry, in the cytoplasm, what is cytoplasm, what is organelles of the cytoplasm, what is nucleus, and everything we will study later on. But first let's focus on cell membrane and cell wall. So let's start. So for today's next topic is cell membrane. I told you we will talk about cell membrane and cell wall both. So first we have a cell membrane. Okay, what is cell membrane? I told you cell membrane is a wall present outside the cell boundary of the cell. Okay, each cell is surrounded by a cell membrane or plasma membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane. Okay, I shown you the diagram of the animal and plant cell. I showed cell membrane in both of the cells. So each cell is known as means each cell has cell membrane for sure. Okay, boundaries for sure. A cell membrane is living and provides shape and protection to the cell. What is cell membrane? Cell membrane is living organism, not organism. It is living thing and provides shape and protection to the cell. The way the plasma membrane or cell membrane would be in the shape, the cell would be also in that shape only. So what we can say is it provides shape and protection to the cell. How it gives protection? It does not allow things, bacterias, infections. It does not allow bacteria infection to go inside and damage the cell. Okay, cell membrane is composed of lipoproteins. Cell membranes is made up of lipoproteins, means lipoproteins, number of lipoproteins gather and make cell membrane. Lipoproteins, okay, so in some books cell membrane is given as cell membrane is composed of phospholipids. It is the same thing, don't worry. Actually the phospholipids and lipoproteins are some kind of proteins they are made up of, so don't worry. Just you can write what is given in your book. I just gave lipoproteins because some of the book just give lipoproteins, but few of the books give phospholipids too. So I just told you that it can be both. Okay, don't worry that I am teaching wrong or the book is written wrong. Okay. Third is the permeability of the cell membrane. The permeability of the cell membrane is selective. Permeability means substance it let goes inside. We know cell allows nutrients, proteins go inside and waste product get outside. How it is just done, because it is selective permeable. It does not allow bacteria, means the things that can affect cell, it does not allow it to go, but it allows the things that are important for the cell. So we can say it is selective permeable. Okay, next the topic is cell wall. So now let's see what is cell wall. So next we have a cell wall. So what is cell wall? I showed you cell wall is only present in plant cell. Okay, I showed you in the diagram. Once you can go back to the video and see it. Okay, plant cells have cell wall. Only plant cells have cell wall, which is above the cell membrane. First is cell wall, then cell membrane comes. Okay, so you can say cell membrane is also covered with cell wall. Why it is covered with the cell wall? To give extra protection to the cell. Okay, and then we have is then we have is why it is not there in animal cell and why there in plant cell. Let me tell you, many of the question would be arisen in your white mind. Actually the thing is it is non-living, it does not give anything. It is selective permeable too, means everything can enter easily, like it's bacteria, it's infection, whatever. So it's none of it has not much work in animal cell. Where it is there or it is not there does not mean anything to the animal cell or plant cell, but plant cell contains it. Okay, because it is non-living, so it gives some mechanical strength to it. Okay, so it does not matter if the plant cells have it or not. Okay, the next we have is cell wall gives shapes and certain degree of rigidity to the cell without interfering with the function of the cell membrane. We know cell wall obviously it is the extra part of the cell. Okay, if it is extra part of the cell, obviously it was be giving rigidity. Rigidity means hardness to the body. So if you gonna see the stem of any plant now, see there it is very hard, right? It does not break easily. Bark of the tree, stem of the plant, it does not break easily. Why it does not break easily? Because cell wall is present over there and it gives rigidity to the cell and also provides some strength to the cell. Obviously uh, we say na, we don't know whether it is important or not, but sometime it would help you there in the future. Okay, so you should keep it with you. We usually say it. So you can say cell wall is also extra, but it sometimes it helps in the strength and it gives shape also, and also give the rigidity to the cell without interfering the function of the cell membrane. It does not interfere in the function of cell membrane. Cell membrane perform its function very quietly, very peacefully. It does not interfere in it, but yeah, it gives shape and extra rigidity. Okay, Cell wall is freely permeable. As we talked about cell membrane, cell membrane was selectively permeable, means it allows only important substance to go in the cell, but cell wall is freely permeable. It allows bacteria, infection, everything. If it allows, it does not give protection to the animal cell, protection to the any of the cells, so why it should be needed in the animal cell? So animal cell does not have it, only plant cell have it to give the rigidity. In our human beings we don't have rigidity. Our skin is so soft, we want our skin should be soft and everything, so it does not, we don't need rigidity. So there is no two cell walls or membrane, cell, you can say cell protection walls. We don't have two, we only have one, that is cell membrane. But in the plant they want rigidity so that they can't be broken easily, they have cell wall. But other function of the cell wall is nothing, because it is selective permeable, it allows everything goes in. So what the mean of that? Nothing protection it gives, right? So it is only for rigidity. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, a non-living substance. um, as I told you, cell membrane is made up of lipoproteins. Lipoproteins are living substance, and the cell, same, the cell membrane is also living. But the wall is made up of cellulose, which is non-living substance. So obviously cell wall will be non-living. So cell wall is made up of cellulose and cell membrane is made up of lipoproteins. Okay guys, so now let's end the lecture over here. We will discuss about cytoplasm, nucleus and cell organelles in the next video. So till next video, take care, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, like the video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to comment below your doubts, and also you can DM me on my Instagram for your doubts. I also have extra notes available with me. If you want to get it, just DM me on Instagram ID given in my description box. Till that, take care, bye bye, love you all.